Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe once again confused helping their friends with hurting them. Rogue summoned a T-Rex and led it to the rest of the party before he lost control of the dinosaur and it attacked them all. Del was ready to give up until the Dr. Deputy Extreme convinced her to keep fighting and she finished off Rage-narok. Shadow Nemesis was in rough shape and was himself finished off by DDX for refusing to fight the T-Rex. And Tyler cast a brand new spell which trapped the T-Rex but also restrained Rogue and Del's boar in spiderwebs in the process. Can Wet Change survive a dinosaur fight or at least die in possession of the Reaper's Scream? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. We're excited to be recording for you this week, and I'm going to do the shortest intro we have ever done, fam, because we're here to get this show ready to rock and avoid our limitations as much as possible. Our four heroes here are all comedians who ended up inside Ravenloft. They were sucked off the Edinburgh stage and ended up there. They have trained in various classes. We have a cleric, a barbarian, a bard, and we have a blade-singing wizard. They found various companions. There's a tiny squire, Dr. Deputy Extreme, who's super evil, Rumple Foreskin, who's a skeleton horse with fire in their heart. We've got Jack Magnum, a cool little goat who's being looked after by his dad, Rogue, who has spectral ghost limbs that kill anything he touches except the goat. And there's Ivan, a bat familiar currently, though he takes a variety of forms. Our heroes have ended up inside a domain. They know eventually they need to defeat the Dark Lord. They're not sure who exactly it is, but this has been a Groundhog Day scenario, a time loop. Every time they have died, they've gone back to the start of the day, except the one day where they just were okay, and then they restarted the day horrifyingly at midnight and seem to have had a bad time even with that. They are trying to find their way to this Dark Lord. There is a climactic final battle between Prince Auric Bright Eyes and the Grave Walker. They haven't even made their way to that yet because they have been side questing, as we might say in a traditional video game sense. They currently were battling into the crazy jungle beast woods. They've fought their way through several dinosaurs, defeated an evil demonic gorilla. But at the same time, while three of them were fighting that demonic gorilla, one of them, Rogue, along with his goat, had been hopping through the trees, determined that if he summoned a dinosaur, it could help in combat, only to summon a massive T-Rex who had also menaced our party previously, and then lead that T-Rex back to the party right after they defeated that villain, introducing a new unnecessary boss. Or necessary. Who knows? He thought he was making a friend. That's about where we left things off. They just claimed the Reaper's Scream, a spooky evil blade, and are still engaged in various forms of combat with this T-Rex, depending on who is conscious and who has been carried underground by a gigantic badger that they summoned, because Del is wearing haunted armor that prevents her from doing basically anything. She has disadvantage all over the place and can't cast magic. That's where we're at. Do any players have any continuity questions based on last week's adventures? Because I did listen to those.
Sorry. Tyler was the one that ended up getting the Reaper's Scream, was it?
Yes, Tyler currently has the Reaper's Scream because Dr. Deputy Shadow Nemesis said that he needed to be healed and was refusing to fight, so the Dr. Deputy struck him down and gave the sword to Tyler because Tyler was willing to fight.
Oh, I remember.
Shadow Nemesis is dying.
I remember.
Fabulous.
Shadow Nemesis remembers.
That's right. Pepperidge Farms of people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't have that. Okay, that's fine.
Over here. Oh, and I see what you just sent me, Laura. Excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
What is Chad doing?
Chat.
Oh, also, Ryan, Rogue is wrapped up like a cigar or a burrito.
Correct.
Yeah.
You rolled a nat 1 trying to escape the spider web, so you are fully encased in it currently with just your head poking out.
Yeah. New Rogie, the human stogie.
Hey!
Oh, there you go.
That's going in
Show
a
title.
compliments bin.
And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. The battle continues in all its unlikely forms. Del, you are inside the armor of the Huntress, trapped inside armor that does not fit, being carried by a badger 30 feet away from the party and already 10 feet underground as the badger burrows you to safety. Shadow Nemesis, you have been struck down by Dr. Deputy Extreme for refusing to fight. You are currently dying.
Yeah.
Dr. Deputy threw the Reaper's Scream, a menacing, powerful sword, to your group's erstwhile general, Tyler. You have received that sword and been warned that you will not be killed for taking it as long as you actually do some fighting. And New Rogue, you are currently wrapped up like a cigar inside some webbing that has pinned you fully in place after a critical failure to try to escape. I will say Jack Magnum's head is also poking out of the cigar, so it's kind of a peas in a pod scenario for the two of you.
Very nice.
He's not in any danger. I will also flag in the environment that there is a boar, a wild boar, currently stuck fully Velcro walled to the web, trying to battle its way in and getting stuck immediately. And there is a giant T-Rex inside this webbing, but we do not know if it will escape or not, and it is the T-Rex's turn. So with a roar, it charges forwards. Tyler, what save do I need to roll for this, and what is the DC? I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
This T-Rex must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Whew. It is not the most dexterous, so let's find out. Oh, but with a 19, with no modifiers, just rolled a 19, it tears its way through and charges directly towards you. Tyler, you will receive 2 attacks, one with its teeth and one with its tail, but I believe your mirror images are still active. So how do they work?
Yes. Mirror image means that each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. So I rolled a 9. I must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So this is now an attack targeting one of my clones. Their armor class is 10 plus my dex modifier. So the AC is, where's my dex? So it's an 11.
Okay.
11 AC.
That is a nat 20 to hit, so it will hit. It does a truly obscene amount of damage as it bites down, and that mirror image is destroyed. And clacking of teeth, and you see the T-Rex shake its head, deeply unsatisfied, having bit down very hard on what it thought was something, and instead
glass
doing
shatters.
that awkward thing where you bite the air and just slam your teeth together very loudly. Yeah. It swings around with its tail. So let's check for this attack as well.
With 2 clones, I need an 8 or higher.
Ooh.
I rolled a 12, so this is another clone being targeted. AC of 11.
That is a 25 to hit, so the tail will lash out. Woof. How much HP do these have, Tyler?
They don't have HP. If they get hit, they're gone. Yeah.
Then the tail lashes out and smashes this second mirror image of yourself into the ground, but you are left unharmed, and that is the end of the T-Rex's turn. The level of violence you are seeing from this 20-foot tall Jurassic meets Faerun meets Ravenloftian monster. It's truly incredible. None of you want to get hit by this now that you are seeing it, but the only person who didn't see it is Shadow Nemesis. You are currently dying, and Shadow Master has already used his ability to bring you back to life. Yeah. Can you roll me a death saving throw?
Oh, yeah. Here it comes, everybody. 8.
All right. That is your first failure, but of 3. So it's not decided one way or the other. So we will see how this goes. But your blood seeps further out of your body where the Nemesis axe struck you in the back as you tried to run away with the Reaper's scream, not even in your unconscious hand. What do you see inside your mind palace as the world is shaking around you as you are dying?
Oh my God. I think it's my Sherlock Holmes house. It's almost like it's now like a set on a stage. Like it's not like a room. It's like everything seems fake and it's like cardboard and things are falling over. But I'm just kind of sitting in Sherlock Holmes's chair as everything is falling around me. And that song, who's it by? Like Tears for Fears plays. It's like, welcome to your life.
Oh my God.
Like, oh,
and you're seeing one of the windows of this set. It's plexiglass, and Shadow Master in his whippy mental hospital uniform is just banging on this glass, unable to get in, just yelling inside his black goo face. And you are stuck in the midst of this nightmare as it collapses around you. Tyler, we circle back to you at the top of the initiative. A T-Rex has smashed down 2 of your mirror images. I believe you are blade singing. You are mirror imaging.
I am as well,
The webs are in place. What do you do?
So, as has been my way for the entirety of this battle, all of my spells appear to hinder my friends more than anything, nearly blinding Shadow Nemesis, getting New Rogue and Lil Borovic webbed up as they try to fight a T-Rex. My card said that my spell cards says that web is not a concentration spell. It's just going to be there for an hour. However, everything else that I'm looking at for like the expanded information on the webpage that I'm using says it is a concentration spell. And so that means that I don't have Hex to like transfer anymore, but that's fine. I think I blew it on the last turn anyway. And I would like to then just as a free action dispel web so that people can move again. The one guy I wanted to lock down broke free no problem, and everyone else, all of my friends are getting caught up in webs. So we're just going to do away with that.
Great. With a flash of your hand, just a half a second, a millisecond of your magical attention, it is shut down. So, yep, it's concentration up to an hour according to the rule book. So
weird. Yeah.
Very weird.
I'll have to remember that. Okay. It's my turn. I'll look to Ivan and just telepathically just be like, all right, Ivan, full send it. Let's go. And I will reach into my bag of holding, grab the ring of dwarf shape, grab Ivan, put him up against my face, and release this homing missile of a septum piercing, and have it fasten onto Ivan and make him into a dwarf.
Alrighty, can you roll me as the mist swirls up around you? A D6.
Please.
That's a 5.
It's not my fault. Chat has chosen you. The mist has chosen you.
What?
Well done.
What does a 5, meaning like a huge success? What does a huge success look like for putting a nose ring in?
You hold Ivan up in front of you and hold the ring up and let go, and it snaps back. And instead of piercing through Ivan, it circles around his neck, forming a necklace as it sinks into place. And Ivan in your hand bulks out and begins to grow. And this clearly is an interaction of magic far beyond what you had predicted beforehand, because you aren't just seeing Ivan become what you'd thought, just a naked dwarf you might have to arm.
Yep.
Instead, ensorcelled armor seems to be growing at the same time until you find yourself looking at a 4-foot-tall, stocky, scale mail armored dwarf with a shield. His skin, the deep sunken blue of Ivan's kind of wings, and his eyes swirling galaxies and stars behind them. His beard hangs down black. His hair is his hair is braided in multiple interwoven braids in an elaborate structure, and you can see that there is a little bit of bat-winged patterning to the hair that has been braided back. And he turns. Yeah, carrying a battle axe in one hand and a shield in the other. The shield has your face on it. And as you look at the axe, you can see it's got Tyler on one side and Hewitt on the other built into the axe. And he just says, hey, man, we gonna fight a dinosaur or whatever?
I guess. Wow. I need you to do something first, but hurry back. I need you to pick up Shadow Nemesis and bring him over to New Rogue, because New Rogue can't touch him. He'll kill him with his hands. You got to carry them to safety so that New Rogue can fix him.
All right, so you want me to take this one and then press him up against the head while he's in a cigar, or you want me to take this one and put it on the far side?
I'm hoping the cigar will dissolve soon, but just get.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. The magic goes out. He's like, cool, dude. I probably shouldn't talk so much. There is a T-Rex here, and now it's coming out loud. I'll be back in a second. And he takes off to go get your other friends. Okay. I will put him just below you in initiative order. Okay. So what are you doing since you have done that? I will call that a bonus action, because technically,
thank you. That was a big bonus. Yeah, I was I was fine for that to be my turn just to get things going. But yeah, okay. Basically out of all the kind of magic that can protect me. So let's just start hitting stuff. Yeah, I'm going to cast Cantrip Booming Blade. and I'm going to cast it through the Reaper's Scream. So I've got the hard rock sword slung over my back, and I'm holding Reaper's Scream. I'm going to hold it with 2 hands and attempt to attack with it. You said it was a +2 longsword?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So that's strength plus proficiency +2.
Let me just check one thing for you. Yeah, no, the T-Rex is very focused on you, not distracted by the magical dwarf running past.
Perfect. I would have taken steps to keep it that way if it was looking at someone else. So that's a 16 plus 7, 23.
That will hit.
Okay. And Reaper's Scream, what am I rolling for damage? As a longsword, I think of as like 1d8 when you're holding it two-handed.
It's 1d10 holding two-handed because it's 1d8 single-handed. So it is an extra soupy one. And you can also roll me an Arcana. I need to know if you figured this out or not.
I'm not going to. That's a total of 10.
10. Okay, you don't solve this magical power. This will attack. That is all of the damage you are going to get out of it. Is the regular roll with the additional kind of +2 powers.
Plus my modifier stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll roll d10. That's 10. Plus 4.
14 damage. You carve into the chest of this Tyrannosaurus Rex, and instead of seeing the blade, as we'd said, cutting, you're not seeing a cut on this creature. Instead, you see a line of necrotized flesh where the blade crosses through its chest, and you realize this sword is doing necrotic damage instead of piercing damage. It's pure necrotic damage coming off of this blade. Okay, the T-Rex. God damn this thing. All right. You have struck a solid blow. You also have your booming blade, which I believe means it will be damaged if it moves.
Gosh,
correct?
Thank you. Actually, because I'm level 5, I do damage right now.
Excellent. What do you do?
I do 1d8 damage on booming blade. Yeah, 1d8. So that is, holy shit, that is 8 damage.
Nice.
8 thunder damage. And it is shrouded in booming energy. If it moves willingly on its turn, it can't be forced to move. If that happens, it doesn't trigger this way. But it's wreathed in just vibrating sound force. And if it moves willingly on its turn, it will take 2d8 thunder damage. So I'm going to try and kite him away from my friends. I know it might trigger an attack of opportunity, but we'll see what happens. I want him to see if he can chase after me and keep him away from my friends. So I will, I'll run in the opposite direction of where Ivan is running.
Great. Roll me as the mist swirls up around you. Ooh. A d6.
That's a 3.
It's a 3. All right. He will auto hit with a bite as he lashes out towards you. Otherwise, he would have got away scot-free. But the mist trip you up and enhance him. This is gonna get nuts.
Uh-oh. I think it's going to get predictable. All my stuff goes into not getting hit. Once I get hit, it's over.
You will take 31 piercing damage as the teeth hack into you.
Full health.
Wow.
Yeah. So he just
Tyler in a bite.
Yeah.
And then he grabs you with his teeth and he hurls you across this thing. He will take the damage from attacking you. So trigger your booming blade.
It's only if he moves.
I will say, logically, with the creature of this, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, oh, they could just get you and shank you. This is a 20-foot tall T-Rex. If it's lunging forwards to attack something, there's a level of movement there that is just going to be inevitable.
5 and 5 for 10 thunder damage.
Okay.
Maybe that's
you do
enough.
that damage before you're picked up in teeth and hurled across this place where you slam into a tree and fall to the ground. The mists, I'm not going to say they have it in for you because maybe they're trying to help you, but the mists had a lot of focus on you, Mr. General. You can feel that deep down in your heart.
It's all for you, Damien. Thanks.
And you just, as you pass out, as you hit this tree, slide to the ground, and you see a boar sprinting over and standing over you, looking up at this T-Rex going, scream! It's a face-off for the ages. A 20-foot-tall Tyrannosaurus Rex versus a boar that has been told to protect this party from the T-Rex. Who knows how this will end? New Rogue, you are falling out of this web, and you find yourself freed from the stickiness, hitting the ground, rolling free, and that's when you look up to see a dwarf throwing Shadow Nemesis's unconscious body right in front of you. It says, "Hey, man, it's me, Ivan, and such. All right, so stuff's going bad, but you got to, like, heal this guy so that he can do whatever he's going to do." Oh, Tyler's doing bad.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. And then I see Tyler being flung across after being kind of partially devoured. I'm like, wait, but I can't heal multiple people at the same time. Who do I do? Shadow Nemesis? Tyler. Shadow Nemesis? Tyler. I don't know what to do. And then I run over and then I go to Tyler. I'm like, hey, Ezra, please skeet the load. Do it to Tyler.
No.
What?
I don't want it. I don't want the load.
Thank you. And
what visually happens for those of us who need to get this out of our head, replaced with an image of something else?
Yeah, it's okay. This time it's basically like the beginning of Naked Gun, where you're following like
The cop car?
the first person cop car siren going off, right? And it's just like a homing beacon of just a flash from above, just triggering down like lightning, and then just going right into the roots of Tyler's body, lighting up all the veins and deep inside of him. So this one's different from other ones because why not? Now I just have to roll something. I have to roll 1d4, and I get to add 4 HP to whatever it is because level 2.
Is the Naked Gun song playing?
Yeah, the Austin Powers IP is now being dominated by the Zucker Brothers Naked Gun trilogy.
Wow. You are growing up.
That is a 2. So with a 4, that comes to a 6.
Tyler, you snap back into consciousness with 6 HP, seeing New Rogue standing over you, because I think you said you were running over, correct, New Rogue?
Yeah, running relatively close, just so I can be within shouting distance, so the Tyrannosaurus hears it, and so does Tyler.
To be clear, you were 25 feet away, so you were pretty close. Do you want to go over to him, or do you not?
Just a few steps. Just
so,
like a couple of steps to go. Yeah!
You look up and see the boar crouched over you, ready to defend you from a Tyrannosaurus. And as you look through and under this, in between the T-Rex's legs, about 5 steps from where he was originally stuck in the web, is New Rogue standing triumphantly, having yelled a prayer.
Oh, no.
Ivan is standing behind him, clearly confused with Shadow Nemesis still on the ground, being like, oh, man.
But I should note, I just recalled, now looking at this, that's a bonus action, my healing word. So I can actually cast Cure Wounds. So I will
That's a touch spell.
That's a touch spell. So I'm just gonna be like, oh wait, I think I can help Shadow Nemesis. And then I just scoot a few steps back and I just face plant my ass on his face. And go, bring him back, please, yay! Oh, behave, baby.
As you scoot back to sit on his face, yelling this to cast this spell, you find yourself tripping over a root. And as you look down, you realize the mist has swirled up around your ankle and you are falling onto Shadow Nemesis. Can you roll me a D6
Oh my God,
after this
Kat.
commercial break?
Why do you hate us right now?
Shit!
New Rogue, please roll me that D6.
I don't want to. No.
Or you really want to. You never know.
Well, the thing about this is it's a 5.
Yay! Take that, root.
You find yourself staggering backwards, sitting down, but jolted, absolutely full of holy energy. And you find yourself, even though it's impossible, casting Cure Wounds at level 3.
Whoa! Okay.
Well,
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a 1D. I'm gonna roll a D8, but usually cure wounds at level 1, it's +3. At level 2, it's +4. So with my math, I believe that's +5 at level 3.
That sounds good to me. +5, and you also are rolling, I believe, 3d8 at level 3.
Is it 3d8?
Wow.
It's a creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. It doesn't say anything. Oh, wait, hold on. When you cast a spell,
keep going, baby.
when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first. 3d8?
That's
Oh
right,
my
what I
God.
said.
How does he know it, folks?
I'm a cleric main on my own time, but cool. No, get in there.
That's an 8.
Hell yeah.
He's coming
That's
back.
a 4. 12.
12. I dig it.
And that is a 6. So that's an 18. Plus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 23 points back.
All right,
Yeah.
Nemesis. You find yourself blasted back into reality, a face full of clothed butt smothering your mouth, but you are back with that many HP. New Rogue can't quite get off you yet because that's the end of his turn, but I'm sure you'll be able to slip away on your own turn. I don't know what that means, but it sure does happen. And the camera hurriedly pans away due to the DM's general concern, panning 30 feet across the forest floor and 10 feet down a hole where we find Dell comfortably, firmly but uncomfortably dangling from the mouth of a horse-sized giant badger, digging her further away from combat. Dell, you're unable to see anything, but you feel just a cold, cool mist against the skin of your face, just around your eyes, and you feel something solidify into place, resting at the bridge of your nose and on your ears, and you realize you can see. You can see up to 60 feet in black and white. You've been given sunglasses of dark vision. If you wear these glasses, you have dark vision. You can't tell, but they look super cool.
Hell yeah, Mists. Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
It's
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Oh my God. Thank you, Mists.
You can now see how powerfully this badger is continuing to dig down. What do you want to do?
I'm like, okay, Badger, stop. Put me down.
The badger stops and lets you go.
Badger, I need you to go back the way you came, where my friends are. And there's a guy, and he's got like green skin and black hair and horns. I need you to protect him and listen to him, okay? So go fast and then just do what he says.
And the badger scoots backwards very quickly. It's a big animal, but it can do it. It's meant to be in these holes. And it makes its way out and back towards the party, leaving you in this hole. You've told the badger what to do, which I would argue is a bonus action. What do you do 10 feet underground in a hole made by a giant badger? You can hear combat in the distance. I'm
going to use my action to use the sending stone and say, hey, Tyler, I'm sending you a giant badger. Don't be scared. It's not going to hurt you. It's a friendly badger, but it's going to help you fight because I am useless.
I hear nothing. I don't have a setting stone. Hell yeah. You were speaking in
Well,
type.
I got these rumble foreskins then.
we will say, canonically, this is the thing about sending stones. You know if someone has one or does not. So the moment you touch that stone, you're about to speak this message, and you realize Tyler does not currently have a sending stone.
Okay, so I'm going to... New Rogue?
Yeah.
Oh, great. New Rogue, I'm sending a giant badger to help fight. Don't beat up the badger. It's my friend. It's going to help you. I told it to listen to Tyler.
Okay, yeah, I won't pulverize it.
Great. I'm in a hole. I'll be good. Good luck.
What?
Bye.
Del, do you want to just stay where you are, or are you doing anything with your movement?
I think I want to crawl back to the top of the hole, so I'm like peeking out of the hole a little bit, but stay there.
Fantastic. Del the meerkat is watching this combat happen 30 feet away.
That's me.
just enough head that cool sunglasses are poking out. Del, as the mist shaped, it made sunglasses that appeal to your sense of style. What do these sunglasses look like? And make them a little Ravenlofty, if you'll forgive me, not just like modern contemporary art style.
Yeah, I think because they're ultra cool, they're like wraparound sunglasses, but the tops and sides of them where they wrap around look like bat wings, and then they have like engravings along the sides of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
So sunglasses almost meets cool bat steampunk gothic goggles
There we
that have the
go.
wraparound vibe as you are staring out. This scene is lit in shadow, but you're able to see it in black and white,
That's
clear as day, because everything's happening within 60 feet.
I could see so good. Thank you, Mist.
Dr. Deputy Extreme is standing in the middle of combat going, oh, I know what to do. And he runs over and picks up the golden hat of rats and runs over to you, Del, looking down at your head and said, you want this?
My stuff.
I don't know how to do the rat. I guess just leave it here. I don't know if more rats are going to happen.
Okay, you want me to do anything else? He just throws the hat down the hole next to you.
Here. And I'm going to give Dr. Deputy Extreme my potion that I got from Tyler. I got a healing potion. And I say, if anybody else goes down, give them this.
Oh, okay. So I just I'll wait and I'll just feed it to whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it, boss.
You got this.
More helpful. Usually I prefer murders, but okay, I will do this to enable a murder.
Exactly. Make other people do the murdering for you.
Oh, that's clever.
There you go.
That's evil. That's good. This T-Rex probably doesn't even know it's in a war. So, like, it won't even understand why. It will just feel pain and then be dead.
Exactly.
This is fun. He steals himself, ready to run over and potion whoever goes down next.
Perfect.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex, in the midst of all of this, is going to charge forwards, and it is going to attack someone. Let me roll here. On a 2, it's going after the boar. This boar truly may be the hero that everyone needs. It's going to try to bite the boar with a nat 20. That boar is bitten and chomped as the T-Rex chokes it down all in one fell swoop. But Tyler, you are not attacked by the T-Rex's teeth. However, it looks back and swings out, lashing with its tail, trying to hit New Rogue.
Oh.
That is a 26 to hit. New Rogue, what is your AC?
Oh, at least 37.
Oh, okay.
It hits. So what?
What's the worst that could happen?
What?
Bring it, tail.
Yeah.
It will be 15 bludgeoning damage as you are swatted with this tail off of Shadow Nemesis and find yourself skidding across the undergrowth.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm like,
You kind of liked it near the end.
hell.
Shadow Nemesis, you hear you hear New Rogue moan his way off of you as he is hurtled into the distance. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm like screaming into his ass, being like, get off of me! But he can't hear it because it's muffled. And then suddenly it's like, boof, he's just off. I'm like, that's better. Oh, wait. And then I just see like this giant tail go over me. I see New Rogue fly away. The Ivan Dwarf is still near me, correct?
Correct. The Ivan Dwarf is standing next to you.
Okay, all right. So I kind of like get up. I get my axe all ready, and I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" To Ivan, because I don't know it's a dwarf.
Oh, hey man, I'm Dwarf Ivan. Tyler did a thing with this necklace I got. It was a Nils ring once. We don't need to really get into this though. If there's a T-Rex, I was supposed to make you better, and I did it.
Right. Well, we need a plan. Tell you what, you're kind of like immortal, correct?
I mean, yeah, man, I die all the time. I do want to lay out one thing really clearly for you, though. I may be a dwarf, but man, like, I don't work for you. I basically just take orders from Tyler. Otherwise, I get to chill.
Okay, well, you serve Tyler, right? You want Tyler to live?
I feel like you're trying to get into semantics, man. Like, I don't really do that. I'm a familiar.
Well, okay, hear me out. All I'm saying is distract the dinosaur. Away from Tyler, away from me. I am going to try to mount the beast and burrow into its brain and kill it.
Okay, man. I mean, it's kind of looking the other way. So, like, I mean, you could have done that rather than this whole talk. Right now, if I yell, I stand by you. This is going to see us.
Oh, you dumb. Go over there and yell at it. Get its attention. Don't yell near me.
Oh, okay. You want me to do that? I mean, it's possible. Okay, so that's the end of Shadow Nemesis' turn, because that was definitely more than 6 seconds. And a badger runs across the field up to you, Tyler, and you see a badger laying next to you. Go,
Hi. Oh, okay. I know you. I know this creature carried Del away to hopefully safety.
In this moment, as the T-Rex is distracted swatting Nurok, you see the badger point to you, point to Del. You can see your head poking out of a hole 30 feet away, and then point with one paw to the T-Rex and shrug.
I don't know either, man. I'm gonna try and kill this thing. I guess we got what we came
Badger
for.
gives you
I
a
don't
nod.
care if I die anymore.
Badger cocks its head, looking very unsure.
It's a Groundhog Day thing. I would normally care about dying. It's less permanent here.
You see the badger give you a like, oh, really nod. Oh, the badger turns and launches itself at the T-Rex. It will attack. Oh man, this has got a lot of attacks.
Yay,
All right.
His bite will hit.
Oh,
That bite will deal 4 points of damage to the T-Rex. It also has 2 claw attacks.
okay.
First one's a nat 1. The second one will hit, so it will do... We'll do 5 additional damage before it finds itself getting bitten.
Oh no.
This is a honey badger, though, right? They're really strong.
Horse-sized badger.
Yeah, it can take it.
A horse-sized badger? Christ.
Big badger.
Dire badger.
That's a gigantic badger.
A horsey badger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suffering 32 piercing damage. The badger is pulled away from the T-Rex's body as teeth sink deep into its hide, and the T-Rex pins it down with one arm and rips off the top half of its body. This badger has died gloriously in battle.
God.
The battle continues.
Oh
Tyler,
my god.
your badger companion has died horrifically. You are conscious
Jesus.
and do not care about death.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I have felt the influence of the mists kind of over and over this afternoon, conceivably the past like 3 minutes. I look down to my hip, this golden flask that appeared, and I just say like kind of like a la Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I know what you did last summer, just like, what are you waiting for? Kind of just take out the flask and I say, hey miss, is this what you want? Is this a good show? And I turn off the cap and I down whatever it is. Whatever that new potion is, I drink it.
And you feel this golden liquid pour down into your stomach, and it feels warm on the way down, and you feel it lighting up every nerve inside your body. You feel it
explode.
You feel at the same time as it flows through you, you can feel yourself growing stronger. You remember how much you have overcome. You remember battling Dark Lords. You remember the moments that you have inspired your friends, both as sketch comedians and as warriors inside Ravenloft. You realize that you were capable of so much more than you had thought, that your giving up, that your surrendering was just a way out and not allowing you to reach your full capability because you have drank a potion of heroism. You have 10 temporary HP points that will last you for 1 hour, and for that hour you can add a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Hey. Wow.
Not only that, this potion is a bonus action to drink. You are the hero this party needs, Tyler. Heroism is running in your veins, and the big question is, what are you gonna do after this commercial break? Tyler, you feel heroism flowing in your veins. What do you do?
I get mad at this T-Rex for trying to eat my friends, eating a bunch of heroic animals. My God, they're just the most like they're the best of us. These creatures, and they're gone because of this prehistoric asshole. So I'll start at him at like a trot and just like, hey, you want to eat something? Eat me! And I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna try and dive into his fucking mouth and just like carve my way in.
The T-Rex turns to face you to roar, and you leap forwards into its lizard-like muzzle and its blade teeth. Roll your attack, sir. You will have advantage because it is surrounded by people attacking and yelling.
I just rolled a 1, so thank you. Ooh. Oh, that's not much better. A 9 plus 7 for 16 to hit with the Reaper's Scream.
16 will hit.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Roll your damage.
Hey.
All right. This is a 10. I so rarely use a D10. 2 plus 4 for a whopping 6 damage. But I'm in there.
But I'm in there.
You are in there.
Yes, you lousy beast.
The D4. I apologize. So 2 necrotic, a total of 6 necrotic damage and 3 bonus D4 damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, was that D4 to damage or a D4 to attack?
It's a D4 to attack rolls or save.
I'm sorry, I will remember that. So that's not 3 damage. It's just for landing hits. Apologies.
Great. So you strike a telling blow, but it's tricky because you realize you have a sword that is passing through teeth, and you realize this Tyrannosaurus Rex has terrible dental hygiene. So many of these teeth are dead already. You can't necrotize something that is not alive.
That's fine. If I have any more movement, I wish to go deeper. I wish to go further into this T-Rex, past the dangerous part, into the part that has no light and no air. But yeah, it's softer.
I love that. And the mist swirls up around you, Tyler.
Oh boy.
Oh, mist.
The mist has assured
Chat.
me it's really hoping it's helping, but that does not always add up.
Well, our relationship is fraught, chat. It's so mercurial. It's a 3. Chad hates me. Confirmed. Chad wants me dead, and shall have me dead.
You are lunging forwards to try to get in as the T-Rex lifts itself up and with the twist of its head flips you around. So you are now stuck feet first in its throat. It is trying to swallow you whole as you try to flail with the sword over your head.
Oh God.
You hear a voice in your head, one you recognize, say, "Hey man, what do you want me to do?"
Kill it. I'm sick of this thing.
All right, man. Let's do this. And he's going to run forward and say, "Dwarf style." And he's just going to attack with, let me confirm what weapon he has, because there are stats for this dwarf. He is attacking with a battle axe. The Tyler one side, Hewitt the other battle axe, coming in swinging. He's slunk his shield onto his back, and it's just two-handed running at this thing. For anybody who's seeing it from the outside, probably Del.
Yep.
He gets advantage on his attack. That will hit. He is going to do 10 points of damage as he hacks his axe into the flank of this T-Rex, which tries to roar, but you are already in its mouth, Tyler. The boar is dead, which means new rogue. You've been slapped around by a tail. You've been bringing people back to life. You've been doing everything you can do. You moaned your way across the ground. What do you do now as you look up at a T-Rex trying to swallow Tyler?
Oh dear. Oh my. Oh geez. And then I noticed Jack Magnum is still in his little baby harness on my chest. I'm like, I'm glad I hit the ground with my back and not your face. Here, little guy. And I'm going to take him out. I'm going to put him on the ground. I'm like, go hide. Go now.
Can you roll me an animal handling?
Just do it. Let him die.
No.
That's a bonus action, though, right?
Yeah. I will call this a free action. You're just putting him down and telling him what to do.
Thank you. Okay. 17.
17. You see him look up and you go, "Ah!" and immediately dash over and jump into the hole next to Del. Del, you find Jack Magnum sitting at the lip of this hole right next to you. Somehow he's got that goat ability to stand on what seems like an almost sheer surface at the very edge, but you're both looking out. So there are Del's goggles and glasses and a goat head, both peering out to watch this combat scene from the relative safety of being nearby. Del. Oh no, New Rogue. That was a free action.
Oh yeah,
sorry, New Rogue.
That was a free action. So I'm injured. So I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to use Healing Word. So I get up on my feet, and I muster enough strength to go. Please, Ezra, give me some healing life imparted in me now. And I'm going to cast that. So let me just roll that real quick because I need to give myself a little extra juice. So that's a D4. I'm going to roll that at D2. So I get to roll 2 D4s.
Sorry, you're saying so you're casting it at level 2?
Yes.
Great.
Healing Word is being cast at level 2. So the first roll is a 4. The second roll is a 4. And I get
there are rare moments where I want to let you know, but if you were casting it on yourself, you could cast Cure Wounds at level 2 and do significantly more healing, because Healing Word is designed to be ranged, whereas Cure Wounds is a touch spell, and you can touch yourself.
No, I'm aware of that, but the thing is, I want to use the Cure Wounds as a full action.
Because it's a bonus action. Guess right. Yes. You're right.
Yeah. So
smarter than me.
That's going to give me 12 points back. So let me just add that to myself.
Nice.
That was
hell yeah.
Okay. So that is 26 points of health. So I'm halfway there. Oh, and I'm gonna take out my Sunblade, and I'm gonna say, "Foul beast! I bested you with my roar, as did Jack Magnum. But some animals are too dumb for God's love."
Oh my God!
And I'm going to launch at it with both hands, gripping my Sunblade, and I'm just going to swing at its haunches, baby. What is that?
Roll me an attack with advantage.
That's it. Okay. All right, attack with advantage, you say? Well, fuck that. Oh no! What? Okay, that's a fucking 3.
With advantage?
That's a 3. Wow. You cast this spell on yourself, you sing your attack song, and you charge forwards before slipping on the muddy ground inside the T-Rex prints and wiping out with the sword in your hand. But this T-Rex... Oh, no. Wiping out with your sword in your hand, you hit the ground, unable to make a connection with this creature. You stumble back up to your feet. But Del, you're looking at this alongside a goat. The two of you 30 feet from this combat, having watched the demise of several animals, having watched the near demise of several of your friends. And now seeing that this is desperately being fought, Tyler may be eaten, New Rogue may somehow defeat himself, and who knows what Shadow Nemesis is going to do. Del, you're in the demon armor of the Huntress. It makes it almost impossible for you to do anything well.
Yep.
But the question is, what is there that you can do? And that's the end of our episode.
Yay!
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, Jahzzar, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.